1977, I remember calling a customer who was Kraft in the Midwest, and him saying, well, could I call you back? We have a brownout and the lights are off. So even though I wasn't at the trading desk, I could guess where the prices were probably going to go. Some companies are on the right side of the market, and some of these you mentioned that have had the good fortune of locking in prices long-term with California. And some that probably have, I guess, sellers or non-sellers regrets. The companies that are widely reported, as depending on if you're reading the LA Times, different adjectives and descriptions for the Texas producers and generators and so on versus what the Houston Chronicle would say. But those companies have been on the right side of the market. Huge windfalls. We have a clipping service that follows various major, New York Times and LA Times and San Francisco Chronicle and so on, cutting energy articles. Used to be that there'd be 1 or 2 articles maybe in the New York Times, maybe. Now there's a half dozen articles on energy, what's happening in California from a news standpoint, or what's projected in New York City from a new generation standpoint and peakers and so on. It's headlines, so I think the awareness is very high. The funds left standing after the .com demise are looking to how do they redeploy funds. Energies are very popular and seen as a safer and better return. It's not over yet. I'll be curious to see how it goes this summer. Did you get a 2% price reduction? Well, no, we had a 10% increase. Well, I would say that's phenomenal. You only had a 10% increase? That's great. But we see situations where, and I think this is changing, but where the approach has been sort of this arbitrary targeting. What should the real pricing plan be? It should be what I've called market realities. But there are a lot of ways you can get to price levels. If you have business objectives during the next year, you're entering a particular market and you need these cost levels, you can structure a deal. It's not a free lunch. The technology piece is here and it's going to accelerate, and there is actually continued funding for that in the high-tech VC world for the internet applications or internet-enabled platforms. Plug Power and a whole litany of companies have done very well in this environment and probably will continue to do well. I think it's very good career news for any of us in the business. And who knows, the world's cyclical, and maybe this doesn't last forever and probably doesn't, but as far as we can sort of forecast out, I think demand and need for expertise such as that you have in this room here is going to continue. Thank you very much.